Welcome back to the Washington State Dynasty, and say hello to a snowy Corvallis as Washington State is on the road taking on Oregon State. Last week we saw our Cougars beat number 6 Oregon in maybe the biggest victory so far in this series, and with a win today we can shore up our Pac-12 North title and clinch a spot in the Pac-12 Championship, but it will be no easy task as a very talented Oregon State team. Not the best record, but still do have some talented players. Get into this with a give to Jamal Moore on the counter play. Can't make the man miss, but gets 5 yards to start us off. 2nd and 5, loading the box, and Gerard Wicks gets the carry. Still finds a hole, and he's got 12 yards on his first carry of the day. Jamal Moore checks back into the game. He tries to make a man miss, but is blown up in the backfield, and he will get 2 yards. 3rd and 8 for Luke Falk to the outside, and Richie Wiley along the sideline for 16 yards, and that extends our drive. 1st and 10, Kevin Chapman in the game. Wicks gets the carry. Nice run right there. Nice hole from the offensive line, an 8-yard gain. Split back set for Luke Falk. He will go to the air once more. Gerard Wicks tries to make a man miss, bounces off a tackler. He's to the 25-yard line, right on top of the stadium logo. Luke Falk will go to the air, tries to step up, and he will go down, a loss of 3. Oregon State's first sack on the day. We've really struggled protecting Luke Falk this year. Richie Wiley, though, cross middle on a short little slant route, gets 11 yards. Full house is out on 3rd and 2. Pitch outside to Gerard Wicks. Runs through a defender. He's inside of the 10-yard line, and that will bring up a goal-to-go situation. 4 wide set on 1st and goal. Luke Falk across the middle, and Sebastian LaRue can't get in the end zone, but he's down at the inches line. 2nd and goal in the full house. Chapman is just shy. He is definitely just outside. You can see how close that is. 3rd and goal, and Chapman is stopped in the backfield. He'll lose 2 yards and will be forced to settle for the field goal. We also have a studio update. A Pac-12 matchup between Utah and Arizona. Arizona with an early 7-3 lead, 4 and 6 compared to 7 and 3 on the season. Brown will get the carry to start off Oregon State's first drive, and he has nowhere to go. He'll get a gain of nothing. A bunch set to the left. Del Rio to the air, and a wide open tight end is Fuller. He's got a 20-yard gain and a first down. Sticking with a tight set, Del Rio will go to the air. Moving in the pocket outside to Bolden. He breaks the tackle. He's got a 6-yard gain. Bolden has played very well so far this year, over 1,000 yards receiving and 8 touchdowns. Fuller on the catch, he has 6 yards and another Oregon State first down. One tight end in the offset eye. Brown makes a man miss, now into the open field. He's got room to work with inside of the 5-yard line. Touchdown Chris Brown, 44 yards, and Oregon State has a 7-3 lead. No tackling on that play, and Brown is able to take advantage for a long touchdown. Falk will go to the air. The senior wide receiver Bartolone, coming off a great performance in his senior day last week. He's down the sideline. He breaks another, still going nearly to the 20-yard line. Get a second look at this. A great job of just avoiding defenders. Did not go down there. And a nice job of extending the play. Full house is out once more. Now Gerard Wicks is our deep back, not Kevin Chapman. Tries to make a man miss, but is blown up, and a 6-yard gain. 4 wide set. As the give goes to Gerard Wicks, trying to extend it to the outside to the 5-yard line. A goal-to-go situation upcoming. Jamal Moore being motioned out of the backfield across the middle. And Sebastian LaRue has the touchdown. His 3rd on the season. And we're back on top 10-7. 1 second left in this first quarter. The give will go to Brown coming off that huge run on their last drive. He's got 4 and run in the second. Del Rio drops back on 2nd down. Quick throw to Fuller. He's got the first down on a 9-yard reception. Under center in the offset eye. Give goes to Brown. Tries to cut it back. He's caught by Motapa and maybe a 1 or 2 yard gain. 3rd and 6. Looking to set up a screen pass outside to Brown. He's met and brought down before the first down line. A huge play from Greg Hoyd. Give a go to Moore to start off our drive on 2nd down. He gets 5 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 5. Split back set on 3rd down. Luke Falk with the screen pass. Morrow trying to get to the outside. Breaks a tackle, and he got the first down, 6 yards. An impressive job of picking up the amount of yards needed. Luke Falk goes to the air, and he will go back down. A loss of 7 on the 2nd sack of the day. Gerard Wicks gets the handoff up the middle, and he will pick up what we lost and a little bit more, a gain of 9. 4 wide set on third down for Luke Falk. He goes to the air, and again he goes down. Sacked once again. Great coverage downfield. And it was just basically a coverage sack. Del Rio, and a huge drop by Fuller. That will bring up 3rd and 8. Man in motion. Going to the air is Del Rio. Pressure gets there, but the throw outside to Hopkins. He's met and brought down by Hoyt and Paris Taylor. And Oregon State is forced to punt. Gerard Wicks gets the handoff on first down. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. He gets 6 to start off this drive. And we've got a 3 wide set on second down. And once again, you gotta be kidding me. The 4th time today, Luke Falk is sacked. Falk goes to the air on third down. Time to throw down the field. Man open. And touchdown. Steve Stewart, the sophomore tight end, with a huge touchdown down the field. And we've got a 10-point lead. Under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Del Rio will go to the air to the outside. Caught by Williams. He breaks the tackle. Still going finally down after a gain of 12. Chris Brown is the back out of the shotgun. On first down downfield, he's got Bolden, and he is brought down by Darius Moore. A great open field tackle, saved a touchdown. Minute and a half to go. Free rusher almost gets there, but the dump down to Brown goes for 7 yards. Washington State with a 4-man front. They look to bring the pressure to the outside. It's caught by Fuller. He's brought down. Exactly 1 minute to go in this second quarter before we hit halftime. Del Rio to the air, to the outside, along the sideline, and what a catch by Victor Bolden. Now goal to go from the 8. And Brown into the end zone, 8-yard touchdown. A missed tackle, I believe that was Mo Tapa, and we now have a 3-point lead under a minute to go. Pretty much can just run out the clock here, maybe tack on a few more points. Nice move to the outside for Gerard Wicks, he's got 7. A twin tight end set on third down. Luke Falk goes to the air, and he goes down. He's sacked for the 5th time in the first half. 7 seconds to go for Oregon State. They've got to move quickly down the field for Villeman, and there's a flag down on the play. 2 seconds to go, and it's a face mask. So Oregon State, with no timeouts, now has to stop the clock and advances the ball to the 18-yard line and has a field goal in the half. The second half will be coming up next. A poor way to end that first half, as we are now tied up at 17 after that penalty, and Fuller with another drop. Now 3rd and 5. Under center, going to play action. Del Rio down the middle of the field. He's got Villeman. He's got the first down and more. 155 yards passing for Del Rio on the day. 2nd and 9 for Del Rio, moving in the pocket. Fires downfield. Now inside of Cougars territory is Jordan Villeman. And a stack set to the right on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass. Gets a big block. Pushes off a defender, and he's got 5 yards on the screen pass. A 3 wide set on second down. A dump down to Brown, and he's got it. Fights forward to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. Villeman motion, and Del Rio will go to the air again, to the outside, and a great catch along the sideline for Kevin Fuller, trying to make up for some of those drops. Play action as Del Rio will move to his right. He's brought down by Paris Taylor. A huge sack by the senior linebacker, his 3rd on the season. 2nd and 16, Brown gets the carry. He is met, gains 5, and a big 3rd down upcoming. Touchdown or nothing pretty much for Del Rio. He's got it to the 1-yard line. A 10-yard gain. Oregon State will take the lead on the field goal. So Avery Burgess and Keith Harrington back to return the kick. Burgess will take it out of his own end zone down the sideline. He's got some room to work with inside of Beavers territory. A 57-yard return. But we do have a booth review, and it looks like Avery Burgess did step out right there, so we'll have to back up a little bit. A good catch by the officiating crew. A 3 wide set along with a tight end. Gerard Wicks will get the carry. Not much room to work with, maybe a gain of 3. Man is motion out of the backfield. Luke Falk will go to the air. Lob to the outside for Bartolone. He's got the first down as we are halfway through the 3rd quarter. A 4 wide set. Luke Falk drops back and he goes down. A loss of 8. Another sack for this Oregon State defense. Gerard Wicks gets the carry. Trying to get to the outside. Breaks a tackle. Still not much, and it will still be 3rd and long. 3 wide set. Kevin Chapman in the game looking to set up a screen pass. Wicks has it. He'll end up losing 4. So we'll be forced to punt. Offset I for Oregon State as the throw down the middle of Fuller is caught for a gain of 9. Now Del Rio under center in the twin tight end set. He moves to the pocket and is right downfield, caught by Gilmore. Nice job of holding onto that ball with the incoming Lamora. Give goes to Brown to the outside. He's met, loses a yard. A big play by Peyton Pelluer. 3rd and 8, under a minute to go in the third quarter. Del Rio steps up in the pocket, takes a shot downfield, nearly intercepted, dropped by David Buchanan, and Oregon State is forced to punt. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Morrow will bounce off a tackle. Now down the sideline, makes a man miss. Nice move, still going. He's got a big gain on the first down. 2nd and 9, pitch to the outside for Gerard Wicks. Trying to get to the edge. He will, but not much room to work with. A gain of 5. 3rd down and 4. Give goes to Wicks. He's got the first down and more. He's still going. Got a gain of 8. A huge first down. Luke Falk will go to the air on 1st and 10. A dump down to Jamal Murrow. Maybe had a man breaking downfield, but a 9-yard gain nonetheless. Murrow gets the carry on 3rd and 1. Nice juke move made the defender look silly as he gains 9. Luke Falk keeps it. Now trying to cut upfield. He has 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd and 4. Need to put some points on the board right here. A great opportunity. And Luke Falk once again goes down. Now the 7th time he's been sacked today. 3rd and 9. They've got to have protection. Hold up. Luke Falk trying to escape, but he goes down once again. You have got to be kidding me. And Victor McGill will come on for a field goal attempt. Kick is away, and he sneaks it in, and we're tied up at 25 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Del Rio gives it to Brown, trying to bounce outside. Nice move to make the defender miss. He has 8 yards to start off this drive. Going back to under center now. A play action, quick throw to the outside for Hopkins. Tries to make a man miss, and he will gain 7. Under center, sticking with the pro style. Give goes to Brown, trying to cut it back to the left. And he's just shy of that first down line. 82 rushing yards on the day for Oregon State. Del Rio a dump down once again. A lot of dink and dunk throws on this drive. Need to slow them down. Cannot allow them to run a lot of clock and also score on this drive. Del Rio will go to the air. Bolden has to come back for it. A very dangerous throw. Gotta probably throw that ball a little bit harder. Jesse Shaw in as the defensive end. And the give goes to Damian Haskins. He's got the first down on an 8-yard gain. Under center, Brown back into the game, and Fuller with another drop, and it's a big one. That brings up 2nd and 10, going with a no huddle. Del Rio to the air, breaks away from 1, throws it to Fuller. He's met, stopped in his tracks. He will gain 4, and a huge 3rd down upcoming. 2:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Del Rio to the outside for Billiman. He's just shy of the first down line. And now the kicker will come on with a chance to get the lead. And it is good. So now Oregon State back on top by 3 points. But we do have a chance to tack onto our lead. Arizona is victorious over Utah. Need a good kick return. Get us some good field position to start off this drive. Keith Harrington is back to return. He will take it. Trying to cut to the outside. Gets a good block from Chapman. Makes the man miss. Tries to cut back. And a huge 50-yard return. Just what we needed. As our offense has really struggled in this second half. Only 64 yards total. And we've got 2 minutes to either get a field goal for the tie or a touchdown for the lead. And Gerard Wicks with a great way to start us out. A 22-yard run. 1st and 10, a minute 45 to go. Gerard Wicks once more. Nice cut. Runs to a defender, and it's a 7-yard gain. Just over a minute to go. 2nd and 3 now. A counter play to Jamal Morrow, trying to get to the outside. He's into the end zone, 16 yards, and Washington State is back on top by 4 points, pinning the field goal. Oregon State has a minute to go, and they need a touchdown. A field goal will not do it. Fuller starts us off with a catch, runs through a tackle, ends up as a 4-yard gain. Under a minute to go, Del Rio will go to the air across middle for Billiman. He's got the first down, so the clock will stop. Under 50 seconds to go, 2nd and 10. Del Rio pressure gets there, and he will get rid of the ball. So a huge 3rd down upcoming. This is 4-down territory though. Now Del Rio looking to set up a screen pass for Brown. Needs the block, doesn't get it. A huge hit by David Buchanan, looking like his brother Dayon. 4th and 6 across middle for Gilmore. He's got some room, and he's got a 13-yard gain and a first down. A huge 4th down conversion. 30 seconds to go. All day to the outside. That pass is incomplete, and it's a big one. Couldn't get a foot down. Del Rio to the air. A throw to the outside for Bolden. He is met, brought down shy of the first down line. So 3rd and 1. 10 seconds to go in this game. Del Rio to the outside. He's got a man. It's Gilmore. He's got the first down inside of the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for Del Rio. Maybe the final play of the game. Downfield. Nearly intercepted by Lamora. We've got 2 seconds left. This will be the final play. Del Rio goes to the air trying to set up a screen pass. Shaw can't tackle him, but he's finally brought down by Robert Barber. An 11-yard gain is not enough. Not sure why you go with the screen pass there, but Washington State is victorious, and we have clinched the Pac-12 North title, and we will be going to the Pac-12 Championship in a couple of weeks. Still have our game against Washington next week. Luke Falk is your player of the game, led that final drive, although Gerard Wicks and Keith Harrington both had big plays. Not a lot of passing attempts really on the whole for Luke Falk in this game. Didn't really ask him to do a whole ton. Gerard Wicks with a great game, 8.2 yards per carry. Jamal Morrow played pretty well, 8.6 yards per carry. That's no slouch in itself. Bartolone 3 for 65, but big plays on that final drive from our defense to shut them down and not allow them to score, as they had to get a touchdown. Not a lot of pressure, and still did not have an interception in this game. But now our next game will be against our rival Washington. Still have not beat them in this series yet, and they do have a couple of players visiting, mainly Sidney Phillips, one of our top targets, a defensive end pass rusher who's trying to decide between Washington State and Washington. This game might be a big key and really swaying that battle in our favor. We already have a solid lead on him. Luke Falk now 17 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, as Washington's running back just shy of that 1,000-yard mark. Only needs 3 yards. Probably will get that in our next game. Siler Miles is still there, one of their best rushers. But you can see we now have a 1-game lead in conference over Oregon, and we have the tiebreaker over them. So no matter what happens next week, we will be in the Pac-12 Championship. And also a look at our bowl projection right now. They're projecting us to be in the Alamo Bowl, now number 16 in the nation. We would be taking on Texas if that happened. 4-star James Moss and Sidney Phillips both have a solid lead for Sidney Phillips. James Moss is still leaning towards Mississippi State. And then a look at a couple of backup options that we have. A couple of offensive linemen, a defensive lineman, and a couple of running backs. A look at the stats so far in the year. Luke Falk just under 2,500 yards passing, 225 yards per game, completing 72% of his passes. That is incredible. And Gerard Wicks averaging 8.1 yards per carry. That is incredible. I don't really know how else to describe that. Jamal Morrow also having a very good year. Bartolone now over 500 yards receiving on the season. Greg Hoyt is our leading tackler along with David Buchanan. Greg Hoyt has really stepped into a big role this year as the starting outside linebacker and has played incredibly well. Probably been one of our best defensive players. Now we look at some of the career stats. Some of these players will be graduating. Luke Falk is not one of them. But a look how his first 2 years at Washington State, starting at least, have gone. Jamal Morrow crossed the 20 touchdown mark in our last game. Gerard Wicks and Jamal Morrow might be candidates for an early declaration for the NFL draft. Both very talented and both having really, really good years. Gerard Wicks really scares me that he might leave. But I hope you did enjoy an exciting game and a big game for this series as we do clinch the Pac-12 North title. But I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on the game down below. I will see you for our rivalry game in Spokane, Washington next week, because I'm out.